Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have the pleasure of sitting down with one of our men in blue that helps us in our many capacities each and every day. I'm being joined today by none other than Lieutenant Lance Horne. Lieutenant, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. West. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, sir. You know, again, I just want to say thank you to all the men and women in blue that help keep our community safe. And, you know, I know sometimes it can be a thankless job, but I just want to publicly say thank you all for what you do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Well, I know that it's probably been a while since you and I sat down and chit-chat a little bit. So
yeah, I was thinking about that this morning. I think it's been, I was still a firefighter at the time. I think it was about 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yes,
that's right. Absolutely. Well, we're definitely glad to have you back on.
Yes, sir. Glad to be back.
And congratulations on being promoted up to lieutenant as
yes,
well.
Sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Tell us just a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind.
So, like I said, my name's Lance Horne. I've been with the fire department 13, 14 years.
Okay.
I've been a lieutenant for right at 5 years. So, enjoying my career here. Enjoy working for the city. It's a great city to work for.
Absolutely. Now, originally, I think you were telling me you're from Harris County before we came
yes,
on, right?
Sir. Yes, sir. I'm from Harris County. The first time I ever came to LaGrange was actually to put in my application for the fire department.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's, and you know, when I think about Harris County, I played basketball in high school, and we had to go down to Harris County. They were Tigers, and we were Tigers, too.
Yes, sir.
And I said, no, they're Cubs. We're the Tigers.
Oh, no. Absolutely. We're Tigers.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, and I think you over at Station 1, and tell everybody, because I know we have like the various stations around. Talk about Station 1 and where that's located.
So Station 1's off of Davis Road. It's directly in front of Diverse Power.
Mm-hmm.
That station's been in operation for 14 years.
Okay. All right. Very good. And I know that Station 1, too, some of our viewers may know it as the George Moore station, who was a former council,
yes, sir.
Council member here with the city of LaGrange, served the city and the community very well. We're here today, Lieutenant, to talk a little bit about, you know, here we are at the end of June.
Oh, yeah.
And we've experienced some exorbitant temperatures and 90, 99, 100. And, you know, people still have the tendency to go and come, do various things, which they have to. But we want to talk a little bit about making sure that our citizens stay safe while they're out there doing various things. We'll talk a little bit about heat exhaustion. What are some of the things that you can share with our listening audience about keeping themselves safe?
Yeah, so a couple of things before I get back to the heat exhaustion is, you know, be mindful of how much water you drink on a daily basis. Average person needs to drink about 3/4 of a gallon of water every day. And keep in mind that does not include sugary drinks, caffeinated drinks, alcohol. Those things
pure water, right?
It's pure water.
Okay.
And if you find yourself sweating profusely, you know, throughout the day, get you a Gatorade, sugar-free Gatorade, sugar-free Powerade, etc., some type of sports drink, so that way you can try to recuperate some of those lost electrolytes.
Okay.
Yeah. But going back to the heat exhaustion, a couple of signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion would be lightheaded, dizziness, some fatigue. So if you're experiencing those symptoms, then by all means you need to get to a cooler area, get out of the direct sunlight, start drinking some more water. So, you know, try to do some of those things. And then, like with heat stroke, some of the signs and symptoms for that would be loss of consciousness, nausea, extreme dizziness. You stop sweating, and that is a medical emergency, and 911 does need to be contacted, so that way we can get out there and get you to a hospital and start rehydrating.
Okay. And two, one of the things, and we failed to mention too, when our viewing audience, you're a paramedic as well. So
yes,
that's how you know all these various things, correct?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. You know, so people outside working, it's 90 degrees now. How frequently should they take breaks, do you think?
So at least, I would recommend at least a 15-minute break every hour, especially whenever the heat index is starting to reach in the triple digits. I mean, it's very important to, you know, take those breaks. So during that 15-minute break, just, you know, get out, get in the shade, try to replace, you know, some of the fluids.
Okay.
and just take it easy for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Then, I've heard a lot of times, because I drink water myself. I like to drink at least 4 bottles of water.
That's good.
Per day.
Yes,
I'm inside, but still, and it keeps me up and going too. Let me ask you, cold water versus room temperature water. Is there a difference? Like if you're outside working, should one be?
Yeah, so you should try to find a happy median between the two. Yeah, it is good to drink room temperature. And when I say room temperature, that's 70 degrees. It's right. Not what, if you're in an air-conditioned space, that doesn't mean, right. Room temperature at 90 degrees.
Absolutely. Okay. And then, I've heard too, they say that, room temperature water, especially when you eat a meal, helps your food to digest better.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
That's correct.
Keeping in fluids, the non-sugary drinks.
Yes, sir.
And making sure that if you feel a little dizzy, nauseated, sit down, take a break.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And then too, like I say, we're here at the end of June, not even July yet, so we're going to pray that it doesn't get any hotter. Yeah. But definitely take these tips into consideration. Yep. Also talking about entering into the month of July. Every year out at the Pine Road Park, now they have the Oak Fusky Center out there where they will be having fireworks. And I know people are going to be wanting to kind of celebrate in their own ways and at home, backyard. What are some of the safety tips that you can give? So one
of the major tips I could think of is limit the bill. I mean, just don't let kids play with fireworks. I was trying to figure out a nice way. Just don't let kids play.
There you go. Yeah. No other way to say it, right?
No other way to say it. And you also have to think about, like we were talking about with all the heat, triple digits on the heat index. So think about how dry a lot of the inert material is right now. And then you combine that with low humidity, fireworks. Now you have extreme fire hazards.
Absolutely.
And annually, the nation sees roughly 19,000 fires, due to fireworks. Yeah.
Wow. And those are preventable in most cases.
Preventable, yes, sir.
And preventable in most cases.
Yes, sir.
We're talking about fires, and right now, like I say, it's extremely hot. You guys, my hat goes off to you guys, because even with the temperatures now as hot as it is, sometimes you all have to go into situations where the temperature is even more intense.
Oh, yes, sir.
Home fires, car fires, various things of that nature. How can, not only with safety tips for fireworks, how can the public during the hottest part of the year help you guys to stay safe?
So we reach out. We have a good public education department. So we reach out to a lot of the children, kind of educate them on fire safety tips. One of the major things for us is make sure that you have a working smoke alarm inside your residence. And that's not only going to keep you safe or the residents and citizens safe, but it'll also allow us to be able to go into the home and not have to be concerned about making a rescue or grab. But it does help us knowing that people are safely getting out of their homes.
Absolutely.
Going back to another tip with the fireworks is if you are shooting off fireworks, make sure that you're shooting them off in a safe direction, first off. And keep a bucket of water close by, just in case you do happen to set something on fire. You can go over there with that 5-gallon, splash it on there. Right. It'll reset the fire and hopefully keep it, very small. Keep it as a small fire.
Contained. That's right. Absolutely. Well, we can say best tip is leave it to the professionals, right?
Absolutely. Like you were saying, go out to Pine Road Park.
Right?
Enjoy that.
Absolutely. And, talking about making sure people get out of structures, safely, sometimes that may not necessarily be the case. You all have a chaplain that helps when you all, because people, you all have, they understand, you all see traumatic situation. Talk about how your chaplain helps you all to kind of come back in and refocus.
Yes, sir. So we're very blessed to have the chaplain that we have, J.B. Brown. Like I said, we're very blessed to have him. We could have, a call in the middle of the night All we have to do is reach out to him, give him a call, shoot him a text message, and he'll be out there. He'll show up on that scene, and talk with us, and reach out and try to find whatever help we may need. He's also good about bringing snacks and drinks as well. Him and a few other people that he works closely with, they created a course called Reboot. It's for all first responders. Okay. And it actually, when we take the class, it actually gives us continuing education credit hours. Wow. Yeah,
absolutely. So why is that important? You said the CEUs, where we call
so even on the fire and medical side, we have to keep up with a certain amount of continuing education hours that we turn into the state, so that way they can say, okay, he has been training, he's been staying on top of his skills. Right. So it's a good thing. It's a good program.
And it's a benefit to the public here.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. So it helps ensure the public that we're on top of our game.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you again, Lance, you guys do a wonderful job. We definitely want to make sure that our community do as much as they can do to help our firefighters, the police officers, and everyone in public safety to have a safe and happy summer as well. Because you guys like to go home at night and enjoy your families just like everybody else. So definitely take into consideration those tips that Lance has given us.
Yes, sir.
Go out to Pine Road Park. And I also hear that Hogansville is going to be having one this year.
I had heard that. Yeah. Yes, sir.
So you have a couple locations they can go to this year.
Yes, sir. Kids at Pine Road Park, love it, enjoy it, hope they have a good time. Life jackets.
Life jackets.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Absolutely. Water safety.
There we go. Because, a lot of people will be pulling up on the boats and stuff of that nature. So definitely. And I'm sure you guys will probably be somewhere close by as well.
Yes, sir. We'll be close by. That's Troup County Fire Department's jurisdiction. But we're always here to lend them a hand whenever they need it.
Mutual aid.
Vice versa.
Absolutely. Well, Lance, I want to thank you very much for being my guest on the show today. And I definitely want to wish you all a very happy and safe summer too.
Yes, sir. You too.
Right. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more City Week coming up in just a moment.
We said we'd never give in to a meltdown.
Mariella!
Never leave the house looking, well, and never let them out of our sight. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock.
Welcome to City Scenes. I'm Lynne Holle from Visit LaGrange. Today we're going to be talking about some of the activities that will be available for you all to enjoy during the week of July 1st through July 7th. So let's get started. Thursday, July 4th, beginning at 3 p.m., 4th of July celebration at Pine Road Park. Auto Gallery, Chevrolet, and Troup County Parks and Recreation will be hosting this year's 4th of July celebration. The gate will open at 3 p.m., $10 cash entry fee per vehicle. Food and beverages will be sold on site. Bring your appetite for the Smoke and Moe's barbecue sandwich eating competition. Live music by Eli Road and fireworks display by Southern Sky Fireworks at dark. Also on July 4th, starting at 6 p.m., the 4th of July block party at New Hope Baptist Church, which is located at 4050 Roanoke Road. Join in on the fun for a family-friendly block party. Come out and enjoy hamburgers, hot dogs, games, water slides, inflatables, and more. Bring the whole family for this family fun event. Friday, July 5th from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m., it's the 2024 Children's Summer Activities Critter Crawl at Hills and Dales Estate. Get outside this summer at Hills and Dales Estate. Join us at the Pool Terrace or in the Pecan Grove from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. for children's activities, including stories and crafts, and bring a sack lunch to enjoy after the activity. All attendees will receive complimentary garden access. Free for children ages 13 and under, $5 per adult. One chaperone is required for every 3 children. Member discount does not apply. Rain or shine, call 706-882-3242 or email info@hillsanddales.org to register. Saturday, July 6th, beginning at 10 and ending at 2 p.m., it's the Farmers Market in LaGrange, Georgia, at 115 East Cannon Street. Join us for a fun-filled day with family and friends. Discover delicious produce, meats, and more. By supporting our market, you're not just buying fresh food, you're investing in your community and helping local farmers thrive. Interested in becoming a part of our co-op family? Learn more about how you can join us and make a difference in our community by going to www.westgeorgiafarmerscoop.com. See you soon. And let's not forget the parade downtown LaGrange on Saturday, July 6th at 10 a.m., hosted by the LaGrange Junior Service League. The 40th Annual Sweet Land of Liberty Parade for Youth, hosted by the Junior Service League of LaGrange, will be held on Saturday, July 6th in downtown LaGrange. This year's theme is Red, White, and Boots. The Grand Marshal is Anthony Talley. The parade will begin promptly at 10 a.m. Participants will assemble in the LSPA parking lot beginning at 9 a.m. Judging will begin at 9:30 a.m. Young people should be dropped off with their entry at the starting location. The only adults allowed in the parade lineup are registered parents or group leaders and designated parade marshals. This is for the safety of the participants. These are just a few of the activities that will be happening in and around LaGrange during the week of July 1st through July 7th. We hope everybody will be able to get out, have some fun, and as always, stay safe. Happy 4th, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this week. My guests have been from the LaGrange Fire Department from Station Number 1 on Davis Road, also known as the George Moore Fire Station. I had on Lieutenant Lance Horne as he gave us some safety tips for heat stroke and heat exhaustion. By all means, he makes sure that you drink plenty of water. Also, if you're going to enjoy fireworks, leave it to the professionals. Going out to Pine Road Park at the beautiful Okfuskee Center and watch the fireworks there, or go up to Hogansville. They're going to be having one up there as well this year. So ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you take in those safety tips. And I hope that you've enjoyed my interview. And as always, I want to invite you back for more of City.